Well, good day, everybody. This is the Comedy Thief, and you're watching Funny Old Guys. And I'd like to introduce, you've met him many times before, Dr. Fat Packer, the famed physician. Say hello.
Well, guten Tag, everybody. So nice to have you with us today. You are going to laugh. Oh, we got some funny stuff.
We certainly do. And below me is a homeless Charlie, the man who in the wintertime wears his wig to keep his ears warm. Say hello there, homeless Charlie.
Well, hello there, homeless Charlie.
Is there an echo in here, Dr. Fat Packer? What the hell?
To be.
What the hell's going on? Well, anyway, folks, what we do is we tell jokes, you laugh, you know the whole routine. Funny stuff. But before that, we have a point of conversation between the three of us. And Dr. Fat Packer, what is the point of conversation today?
Well, I thought of this the other day, and they were talking about, women equality and everything. So I was thinking, how would your life be different if you were born as the opposite sex? In our case, if you were born as a woman instead of a man. Now, let's go down to homeless Charlie and say, how do you feel about that, homeless Charlie? Yeah?
Well, I think being a guy is a whole lot more fun. So I think that I would get an operation. I'd become a transgender.
Oh, well, there you go.
Or maybe a trans neutral or
A trans
one of those 70 things.
Charlie, is that anything like trans fat?
Very similar.
Yeah, that I've got. No. How about you, Comedy Thief? How would your life be different if you were a woman?
Different? It would be confusing. It would be a mess. First of all, you have to contend with bra sizes.
Oh.
Now, right now, I have something that some of you have heard about. That they're called man boobs because I'm heavy.
Oh.
So anyway, if I'm a girl, I'm going to contend with bra sizes. I have to contend with skimpy underwear. I have to contend with pantyhose, especially the pantyhose. So anyway, I would have an operation too. But you know that there's more than two genders now. There's like 35.
Oh my God, this LGWABCDEF, whatever the heck that is.
Exactly. So Dr. Fatbacker, what would you do if you were born a girl?
Well, I was thinking about that. First off, I'd be working for 20% less. So that in itself is bad. When secondly, I would have to put up with all these men that would obviously, be attracted to me.
Of course.
But that would be about it. Then I wouldn't worry anymore.
Yeah. Oh, you're kind of a flirty guy. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, that's it. Now we're going to tell jokes.
Joke. I have two bad jokes for you today.
Okay.
And of course, I like to tell these bad jokes right off the bat so that all the rest of our jokes sound better. So this one, with the political situation that we have now in the United States, everybody's fighting against everybody. And I thought, what would Abraham Lincoln be doing if he were alive today? And I would say probably screaming and scratching at the top of his coffin.
Exactly. They did. Wailing.
And also, here's a question for you now. Why does a chicken coop have two doors?
I don't know. Why?
Because if it had four doors, it would be a chicken sedan.
Oh, chicken sedan. Oh, that's very good. Charlie, you got a joke for us there, buddy?
That was good. Doctor?
Yeah?
Well, a new study found that people who take their coffee black are more likely to show psychopathic traits.
Oh.
And people who order a quad shot, non-fat, vanilla soy, extra foam, light whip with caramel drizzle are more likely to be their victims.
It's very strange. Now, guys, here, I got this little device here I wanted to show you. Can everybody see it?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Strap.
Nice and close.
Ooh, interesting.
All right.
Yeah.
You know what that is?
Buses laws.
It's a quarter pounder. That's what it is. That's
Oh my goodness.
That's not my joke.
Oh, thank goodness.
I would like to discuss Valentine's Day. All right. Do you
All
have
right.
Dr. Fatpacker? Do you have a sweetie?
Well, no, not really. Not these days. You know, there are people that I like, but they're all too young for me at this point.
Homeless Charlie, did Cupid shoot an arrow into you?
No. I did have a young lady buy me a drink the other night.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that is nice.
Paid for everything. I had a meal also.
Did she pay for it?
Yes.
Really?
There you go.
I went over and asked her, I said, do you know me? She says, no. I said, why would
But you look homeless.
why would you buy me a meal? I guess it's obvious, yeah.
Because you're homeless and you're old, right? Anyway,
I was lucky. I didn't have any money.
I went to my doctor the other day and I was feeling kind of silly. And I said, doctor, I said, what's the difference between a hemorrhoid and an asteroid? And you know what he said?
Oh, pray tell.
He said, get out. Dr. Fatpacker.
Oh my goodness. Well, one of the ladies at church, you know, she was a devout Catholic and she had gotten married and she had 10 children. Well, and then her first husband died and she remarried and had 10 more children.
Whoa.
Oh, so a few weeks ago, she passed away. And after her second husband had died, and at the funeral, the priest was looking skyward and he was saying, at last, they're finally together. When his sister, her sister was sitting in the front row and she says, excuse me, Father, but you mean, is she with her first husband or her second husband? And the priest replied, no, I mean her legs.
Moving swiftly along. Oh my gosh, doctor.
Oh, and that was from a priest?
Oh my goodness. Tell us a joke there, Charlie.
Well, speaking of Valentine's Day,
Yes.
Yeah.
I would be aware of Valentine scams out there. I ordered my girlfriend some flowers and they sent me a new fishing rod.
You get that one, doctor?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it was a mix-up. You just can't trust.
Valentine scam.
Yeah.
Before you know it, folks, Easter will be upon us. And I'm not a truly expert and I don't follow religion that well, but I do know the story of Moses who went up to the mount. He went up to the mount, right? And he told his followers who are there, you wait here and I'll be back. And he comes back down the mountain and in his hands, he's got this very long, narrow parchment. And his follower says, Moses, are those the 10 commandments? And he said, no, but what you're reading here is a recipe for a really good meal of camel stew. That's what I have, camel stew. Dr. Fatpacker.
Oh my goodness. Well, one of the doctors in our building came and he said, oh my goodness, he thought he had terrible time. He was at a conference when he emailed his wife and said, the conference got over early. I'm going to be home a day early. So he went home and he found his wife with another man. When he was very upset, so he stormed off and got a room at the nearest hotel there.
Wow.
And he finally got a call from his mother-in-law, and she goes, look, I checked with my daughter and I expected there was a perfectly good explanation for this whole episode. And of course he said, I've got to hear this. What is this? She says, it was an honest mistake. She never got your email.
I mean, Everybody should be forgiven.
Yeah, or he would have been gone. Yeah.
Almost, Charlie. Tell us the joke.
Well, here's a quickie. When you die, which body part dies last?
When you die, what?
Which body
Which
part
body part dies last?
dies last?
Yes.
What's this low?
Oh, what's the answer?
The pupils, they dilate.
They die.
Pupils dilate. I like that. That was funny.
Dr. Fatpacker, save that for our next video for the bad jokes.
I gotcha.
Anyway, I signed up for this health club, this fitness center, because
Yeah.
I promised at the end of the program I'd have buns of steel.
Whoa.
Now I did a dumb thing. On the way over to the fitness club, I took a short break and I stopped at Denny's. And now the only thing I have are buns of cinnamon. It's a shame. Dr. Fatpacker, wait a minute, I gotta see what time it is here.
Okay.
It's your last one.
Oh, very good. But I'm going to tell you, the television commercials nowadays, with the detergents, and they show you how detergents can take out a blood stain.
Ooh.
Now, that's a pretty violent image there for me. I think if you got a T-shirt with a blood stain all over it, maybe laundry isn't your biggest problem.
Exactly. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Forensic files, here we come. Almost Charlie, tell us your last joke.
Ooh.
Well, yesterday, my girlfriend and I had a huge argument.
Oh.
Well, we can't agree on our next trip.
Yeah?
I said I wanted to go to Europe, but she wants to come with me.
How rude of her. How rude.
Das ist schwer zu glauben, yeah.
Well, in the South, you guys know the difference between a tornado and a divorce?
No,
And the answer is essentially they're the same, because either way, buddy, you're going to lose a trailer. We're done. We're out of here. We're out. Thank you very much. Oh, wait, I almost forgot. Dr. Fatpacker, we invite a famous person, don't we, to be on our next video?
Oh yeah, I've got somebody to invite. You remember the librarian movies?
Yeah.
And Jane Curtin. I'd like to invite Jane Curtin.
Okay, Jane Curtin.
It was so funny.
On our very next video. So you have to check in at funnyoldguys@gmail.com. And Jane, if you don't check in 24 hours, guess what? We're going to put you into the trash bin. So this is the Comedy Thief saying goodbye and farewell, passing along to Dr. Fatpacker for his goodbye.
Well, auf Wiedersehen, everybody. Oh, before I go, please remember, you go down to the bottom up below this and you subscribe. They say saying it 3 times will help you remember. Okay, thank you.
And Homeless Charlie, we want you to say farewell to our gigantic brood of video watchers.
Goodbye to our vast blog of video watchers.
Well, you screwed that one up, buddy. Everybody wave. We're out of here. It's been nice. Everybody wave.